Thousands and thousands of free flags being waved in the air, inevitably Chelsea flags. And really, they've got such an advantage after the first leg last Wednesday night. It seems to me inconceivable that they will not reach the semi-final. Home advantage in the second leg has proved decisive in the last 3 knockout meetings of these sides in the Champions League, and particularly so tonight, surely, with a 3-1 advantage. Only one side has ever qualified in the knockout stage of the Champions League, having lost the first game at home. And, you know, we had to look it up. It was Ajax qualifying from the semi-final after losing the first game in Amsterdam to Panathinaikos. That was back in 1996. But we'll see. Neither of the captains are here. Terry because of suspension, Gerrard because of injury. And these are the 2 lineups. First of all, Chelsea, the goalkeeper is Cech. Defenders Ivanovic, Carvalho, Alex and Cole. A midfield of Essien, Ballack and Lampard. And then it's Kalou, Drogba and Malouda. Liverpool's goalkeeper is Reina. Their defence are Arbeloa, Carragher, Skrtel and Aurelio. Then in midfield, Mascherano, Alonso and Lucas. Lucas certainly is a surprise selection. And ahead of him, Kaut, Torres and Benayoun. What do you think, Glenn?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm hoping. I'm hoping Liverpool score early, because I think then we may just see a different type of game to what I suspect we're likely to see, which is the usual type of game, a tight game, not a lot of goals in it. And in many respects, I know it might seem strange, but if that were to finish 1-0 to Liverpool, it keeps... They're out of the Champions League, yes, but it keeps them going for their Premier League games. So Chelsea would still go through. But even coming here to Stamford Bridge, particularly with Hiddink coming in and really getting the confidence of the Chelsea players, I think this is going to be a hard task for Liverpool.
Both teams are wearing black armbands tonight. Obviously recognition of the fact, particularly in Liverpool's case, that tomorrow, the 15th of April, is the 20th anniversary of the Hillsborough tragedy. So Chelsea all in blue, except for their white socks. Liverpool all in red. And we're anticipating that Liverpool will match up Chelsea in 4-3-3, but it might be different. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as soon as it takes on, we'll just see where Lucas is actually going to play. I mean, you just wonder, as was a surprise, it's same with Essien, what he did with Gerrard. It may be that Benitez has something up his sleeve here. We'll just have to wait and see. Essien
will probably be thinking, what am I meant to do here tonight? No Steven Gerrard to mark. Actually, Essien can be instrumental for Chelsea, whatever area of the pitch that he's playing in. We're waiting, of course, for television to tell us that it's all right to kick off. I reckon we're at the 7:45 mark now, and the referee, who's from Spain, Luis Medina Cantalejo, is getting his instruction, and I think he's sort of halfway there to the opening whistle of the game. He's about to press the button on his watch, and the players stand around waiting. And there it goes. Finally, we're underway. So Chelsea lead by 3-1 after the first leg, and unless they make some catastrophic errors or Liverpool play some incredible football, it'll be Chelsea to go through.
Well, you know, Alan, it's so early, and I know I suggested this to you. I'm watching where Lucas played because, you know, I suggested to you that I thought he might play in behind Torres.
In the Gerrard role.
In the Gerrard role. And I'm going to just... It's a bit of surprise. I'm just going to keep my eyes on him and just see exactly where he's playing.
There's a minor problem with the Brazilian. He's not a tenth of the player that Gerrard is.
No.
Anyway, we'll see. He certainly has started that way.
Yeah.
It's as if it's a 4-2-3-1 for Liverpool, which is certainly Benitez's preferred system. Benitez immediately out of the dugout, issue instructions just a yard from the touchline, and the ball's out of play. It's going to be a throw-in to Chelsea, who I would expect to attack, but not with ridiculous abandon because of the significant advantage that they hold in the game. Here's Alex. And Alex turns back, and Lucas might catch him here. Oh, well, Alex almost did a right mess of that. So finally got a right foot to the ball, played it to Ivanovic. Ivanovic hits it off Benayoun, and it's behind for a goal kick. And that was not clever from Alex.
No, he's acknowledging that to the rest of his play. Very careless. The last thing that you'd be looking for any stage in the game, never mind the first few minutes.
So a goal kick to Chelsea. Chelsea defending the Matthew Harding stand in the first half. In other words, the end to our right, checking his lurid orange top and lurid orange socks, takes the goal kick. Hits it over the halfway line. Good distance from the Chelsea goalkeeper. Then it's headed away by Arbeloa and headed clear by Aurelio before Drogba could get to the ball. But Kalou picks it up on the far side of the field. That was careless from Benayoun. Kalou down the right flank for Chelsea. Crosses in, should be Reina's, and is Reina's.
Yeah. Cross came in. It had to be attacked in front of Reina if they were going to get any joy from it at all. It wasn't, and it was comfortable for the goalkeeper.
Here's Lucas. On to Benayoun. We'll keep a close eye on the young Brazilian to see where he finally adopts the position. He's in a forward position now, but it was a loose pass from Benayoun again, and Chelsea are given possession back, and then they give it away. We're just so unaccustomed to Chelsea and Liverpool games being vibrant affairs. I mean, last year's semi-final second leg was a terrific game, and so too was last Wednesday night. I thought Chelsea were just brilliant.
They were first class.
Arbeloa to Alonso, on to Kaut. Kaut gets away from Essien. He's running towards Ashley Cole, plays it back to Mascherano. Kaut doesn't run forward, and Mascherano's chip goes straight out of play for a throw-in. So nearly 3 minutes played. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0, and a very unadventurous start to the game, apart from that minor error by Alex.
Yeah, it's just, isn't it? It's the very early stages of the game, seeing what they're settling down into. I think, like anything, Chelsea will try to keep as much of the possession of the ball as possible. They'll look to go forward when they can. But, as we all know, if it stays like it is, the tie is won, isn't it? So there's no need for them to take any unnecessary risks at all.
The referee has given a free kick to Chelsea for a foul challenge by Arbeloa on Drogba. And Carvalho's going to take it. Carvalho, a couple of yards short of the halfway line. Near side of the field, it's the Chelsea left. It's played short to Essien. Back to Carvalho. And now it's with Alex. And Lucas immediately puts pressure on the defender. And he hooks the ball back to Cech. Cech for the clearance left-footed. Hit towards Drogba. Drogba brings it down well. And then Drogba was immediately pounced on by a combination of Mascherano and Carragher, and the ball breaks to the halfway line. Essien to Lampard. Lampard sweeps it to the right side. Headed on by Ivanovic. Ivanovic, 2 goals in the first leg. Both headers, both after poor marking by Liverpool. Now Kalou was challenged, and the ball squirts out of play almost on the halfway line for a throw-in to Chelsea. This is 5 Live on the BBC. Don't forget, tomorrow night the programme will come from Porto. At least the commentary will come from Porto. That's where I'll be. Porto against Manchester United, with the European champions just rocking a little bit, having been held 2-2 at Old Trafford. And of course we'll have frequent updates from the Emirates Stadium after Arsenal meet Villarreal again. 1-1 was the score at the end of the first leg. No score yet, by the way, in the other quarter-final game being played tonight. Bayern Munich with a task that's even bigger than Liverpool's at home to Barcelona. Alonso for Liverpool over the halfway line. Just slips the pass to the left to Aurelio. Into Benayoun. Benayoun didn't pick up the pass. It wasn't the best of passes, and it's cleared upfield. Over the halfway line and out of play.
Yeah, game not really settled down, is it? Neither side sort of having any real penetrative moves. They're having possession of the ball, but at the moment they're content to be just passing it about, moving to neither side looking to penetrate.
Ivanovic with a throw-in about 8 yards over the halfway line. Chelsea right. Thrown towards Drogba, but ahead of the Ivory Coast striker. And here's Skirtle, who didn't have the most comfortable of games against Drogba last Wednesday night. To Alonso. On to Mascherano. And definitely Lucas is taking up a Gerrard role. Mascherano's pass was hit behind Benayoun. He slipped on the surface anyway. Benayoun wanted the ball played ahead of him, not behind him, and the ball's out for a throw-in.
It's interesting, Lucas, there, because in possession he certainly is getting in support of Terrace, as you say, coming from the positions that Steven Gerrard used. Out of possession, he seems to look for Ballack. Do you know what I mean? He seems to get in and try to get in round Ballack when they're out of possession.
It's going to be a throw into Liverpool on the far side of the field. I'd have been interested if he had played Benayoun in the centre in the Gerrard role, and played someone like Desena on the left side. Not a great defender, but a useful player on that left flank. Anyway, that's an option later if Benitez chooses to go down that path. Arbeloa with a pass back to Alonso. Both Hiddink and Benitez are standing by the touchline. Here's Aurelio on the far side of the field, and what's going on here? Well, Lucas is being spoken to. Drogba's gone down. And Rayner's come out of his penalty area to complain. There's no need for that. I'm just trying to see if there was anything wrong at all, and I see nothing wrong in the replay. Do you see anything wrong with that?
No, I didn't see that, no.
Well, I'm afraid I didn't see anything there at all.
You know, they've shown the replay of it, and yes, he may have been fouled, but nothing to
get worked up about
on his ankle. And
now, having stopped play for this mythical injury to Drogba, the referee is going to bounce the ball and insist, I think, that Chelsea get possession back.
Yeah. He's limping a little bit, Drogba, but
that's
he's not left the pitch. He's just coming in, yeah.
He fell over. There's nothing wrong with him. 7 minutes played. Oh, he agonises. Look at the pain etched on his face. Do you believe it? Kuyt to Arbeloa. Back to Alonso, and Alonso drives it in the direction of Benny. Oh, it was an awkward header by Ivanovic, but it found Alex, and Alex hits it over the halfway line. Well, if anything, Liverpool have had slightly more of the possession than Chelsea in these opening 7 minutes. The flag is up for offside against Torres, who came from an offside position, and it's a free kick to Chelsea. But this is more like the sort of standard Chelsea-Liverpool games that we've come to expect. Not especially entertaining. Alex takes the free kick. Driven right-footed, high towards Drogba, who rises well, heads it on, and then, Drogba's fallen over, but the referee's given a free kick for a foul, quote, on Skirtle. I don't think we need too much fussy refereeing, or else there's going to be a lot of free kicks tonight.
Let it keep flowing, and I mean, both sides will pass the ball about anyhow.
Carragher to Skirtle after the free kick is taken for Liverpool. 8 minutes played. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0. Still no score from Bavaria, so we must assume that it's 0-0. Bayern Munich and Barcelona. On the far side, the pass to Aurelio wasn't clever, and he loses the ball to Kalou. Kalou finds Ballack. Ballack looking for Drogba. Drogba's onside. Reyna's going to come out of his penalty area to get to the ball, quite comfortably, and puts it out for a throw.
There's a long ball down into the Liverpool left-back position, which Drogba had to chase, but Reina was always favourite for it as he came out of his goal and read it.
Well, that's very strange. I mean, I think Carragher and Alonso were both complaining to the referee about Chelsea wasting time. I don't see that. Anyway, Chelsea with a throw-in into the Liverpool penalty area. Drogba rather adventurously claims handball against Alonso. Poor clearance by Aurelio, but luckily for him it hits Ballack and rebounds out of play for a throw-in. It's exceedingly scrappy so far. Aurelio with a throw to Alonso. Alonso now back to the captain in Gerrard's absence. That's Carragher. And now Reina. Reina with a right-footed clearance. High towards Kuyt. Kuyt heads it on. Torres chases after. Carvalho's going to get there first, and Carvalho puts it out of play. Just a little nudge there from Torres.
Reina's an excellent delivery of the ball, isn't he?
Passes it out,
that was 30, 40, 50 yards, but it was deliberately played into Kuyt.
Arbeloa is thrown to Alonso. Alonso crosses in deep, looking for Lucas. Good header away by Ivanovic. Alonso heads it away towards the left side, but there's Kalou for Chelsea. 10 minutes played here at Stamford Bridge in the second leg of the quarter-final. It's still 0-0, so that means that Chelsea still lead by 3-1 on aggregate. Mascherano to Alonso. The pass was slightly risky. Carragher almost slipped. The surface looks a bit greasy, doesn't it?
It's cupping up a bit. You've got one or two bits of the turf out.
If there's an interruption in play, I'll tell you something that Pat Nevin said to me over the weekend, which I find fascinating about these pitches. There's a foul by Malouda on Arbeloa, and it's a free kick to Liverpool. He said he's actually done research into it, and there's very little surface before it gets really hard. It's only 2 or 3 inches. And he says the groundsmen are overwhelmingly interested in the pitch looking great on television, but it's not good whatever studs or blades you're wearing.
Yeah, he's got a point there as well, there's no doubt about that, but you know, the grass isn't as deep as people think it is on these new pitches.
Aurelio from the Liverpool right, take the free kick, left footed deep, check unconvincingly, punches clear. Alonso tries to shoot. There are appeals from Liverpool players that Kalou might have handled the ball. That would have seemed very harsh. And it's cleared upfield by Chelsea. Here's Carragher to Alonso. And Alonso overhits that pass. Wildly overhits it, and it's behind for a goal kick. But Chelsea have started in a very conservative manner, Graham.
Yes, they have. I mean, it's almost, isn't it, like saying, look, 3-1 up.
It's up to you.
We're not going to leave anything open, and try and get a fourth when it's up to you.
That's what I was saying about Hiddings' attitude earlier. Don't concede a goal.
That's right, yeah. But I think also as well, if you're in Liverpool's position, what do you do? I think they've started okay. I think we've seen, obviously, we talk about Lucas, he is getting forward and supporting, but he gets round ballot, definitely, when they're out of possession.
Benayoun sweeps the ball upfield. Alex beats Torres. And Ivanovic on to Kalou, immediately tackled by Aurelio, and the ball came out off Kalou. It's a Liverpool throw-in. 12 minutes played. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0, here on 5 Live. The throw went to Torres, and back it goes to Aurelio. And another 15 yards deeper into the Liverpool half to Carragher. Carragher now, inching forward. Finds Alonso. Alonso to Mascherano, back to Alonso. And Carragher, Skirtle's available. And it's played to the Slovakian Player of the Year. They didn't look much like that last Wednesday night. Here's Alonso. Alonso up to the edge of the centre circle. To Skirtle again. Liverpool patient in their build-up. Secure in their passing. On it goes to Kuyt. Kuyt a little lucky with the deflection. On to Benayoun. Benayoun into Torres. Torres with a chance. Shoots wide. Should have been 1-0 Liverpool.
There was the chance, Alan. That was a great chance. And for a player of his ability, you're expecting him to put it in the net. Now that was, and certainly from a personal point of view, I was hoping that would go in, because then we have a different type of game. And he should have scored.
And wasn't Benayoun clever with a pass? That's what I was saying about playing him in the Gerrard role, because he's got that type of brain. Anyway, it didn't come off for Liverpool, and it was clearly a chance for Fernando Torres. And now Chelsea have a free kick in the Liverpool half. And this is within striking distance for Frank Lampard. Certainly 30 yards from goal, but he'll have a pot. Reina standing a yard in front of his goal line at the moment. Only 2 men in the wall. So Reina's making sure he gets a good look at the free kick. Lampard drives it in, and it's wide. Reina had it covered.
Yes, he did. Yeah, good effort, but Reina saw it all the way and kept it there. It's very interesting, really, isn't it, going back to that Torres miss. I mean, obviously it would have been fine, but at Anfield he scored early, and look what happened.
Yeah, wrong foot. I'm not saying he's got a left foot, but he's essentially he's right-footed, isn't he? And what about that goal he scored against Blackburn, eh?
Excellent, wasn't it?
Brilliant. Here's Lucas. Much deeper in eyes. Just moving over the halfway line now. The ball's with Skirtle. Skirtle on to Arbeloa. Well, certainly Liverpool hadn't come to defend, that's for sure. Arbeloa was tackled there by Malouda, but the ball broke kindly for him. It's now with Alonso to Arbeloa again. Players are slipping all over the place. Now Mascherano down the right side. Deep cross, looking for Torres. Headed away well by Alex. And Kalou juggles with the ball off his right thigh and tries to clear, and it hits Aurelio and goes behind for a goal kick.
I think Liverpool have started the better of the two teams. I don't think there's can be any argument about that. They've had more of the possession, they've moved the ball about very well, and they've had the one very good opportunity that fell to Torres.
Ivanovic to take the throw, very close to the corner flag down the Chelsea right flank, headed back by Liverpool, and now here's Kuyt. Kuyt didn't control it, and Ashley Cole almost turned into trouble, but found Carvalho. That's a good ball by Carvalho to the left side, and Malouda 8 yards in from the touchline, over the halfway line, running forward, finds Ashley Cole. Kalou waits for the cross. Sutu does draw, but it was an awful cross from Ashley Cole, and it's behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, needed to get in further, I thought, towards the byline. Something about Ashley Cole as well, when he was at Arsenal, he linked in with Pires, he got himself forward. Here, when he comes in and into that final third and starts putting those diagonal crosses, I don't think he looks half the player then.
Playing a very different formation, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Neither Malouda nor Kalou, whichever flank they're on, they're not proper wide players. No. Kuyt heads the ball onto Torres. Torres leaning back to Carvalho, finds Kuyt. Here's Lucas. Lucas to Alonso in the centre circle, and underhits that pass, Alonso. But it was only partly cut out by Kalou. Alonso gets there again. Finds the earlier target, Aurelio. And Aurelio into Mascherano. Mascherano put his hand up, said, I want that ball. Now he plays it back to Aurelio. Aurelio, the Brazilian left back for Liverpool, controls it on the far side of the field. Kalou is there, though, hustling him, trying to force an error, and the referee has given a very soft free kick. He's fussy. I didn't see any reason to stop play there.
Couldn't see from here at all. No. Referee right on the spot, isn't he? Whether he's we haven't had any replay of the incident, so it's very difficult to actually tell the listeners exactly what happened there, but the referee's given the free kick.
Slightly better than the corner, 2 yards in from the corner flag, down the Liverpool left. Aurelio to take the free kick. Inside the 17th minute at Stamford Bridge, we await a goal. It's played in far too deep by Aurelio, but Arbeloa will keep it in play down the right side. Arbeloa to Kite. Kite turns away from Carvalho into Alonso. Good driven pass by Alonso. Arbeloa not quite expecting it, and well, he was taken out of it there by Ashley Cole, and Cole got away with that right in front of the linesman. Cole running forward. Arbeloa is on a yellow card. Well, he didn't make the tackle. It was Mascherano who made the tackle. The referee's given a free kick, which is taken too hurriedly, and the flag's up for offside against Malouda.
Some poor play there, wasn't there, really?
Was. 17 minutes played. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0. And Liverpool a long way away from getting 3 goals.
Well, they are. That's why I'm saying the Torres miss. I mean, that's vital, really, to have got that one in.
Kite chests the ball down, holding off Ashley Cole, trying to find Torres. I didn't know who was doing the foul there. It was a push by Ballack, I think, on Torres.
I mean, obviously the referee's seen them. I'm not seeing them quite like him at the moment.
It's just not helping the flow of the game, isn't it? 18 minutes played. Liverpool have been the dominant side without creating much apart from the Torres opportunity. Now, the free kicks, largely from the Liverpool right. Aurelio's come across to take it. So he's going to play it left-footed, sort of swirling in towards that far post, anticipating runs from those in red shirts, attacking Czech's goal. Malouda is finally the 10 yards away that's required. Aurelio, here it comes. Swirling in, and a shot at goal into the net. That was brilliantly played by Aurelio. He saw the Czech was looking for the cross to the far post, and he whipped it in low to the other post, and Liverpool had the lead after 18 minutes. Excellent goal by Aurelio.
Aurelio has to be given all of the credit for that. I don't think there was a person in this stadium expecting that. We're sat here, it's all lined up, we're going to see the usual free kick, it's going to be bent in across the face of the keeper, and people are going to come in and head it in. No, they're not. He's going to shoot directly for the near post, on the floor, he's put it in. A very, very good goal, and it gives Liverpool a 1-0 lead.
It's a better free kick goal by Aurelio than the one that he scored at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Nobody
thinking.
expected
Absolutely
that.
Brilliant. Thinking.
Nobody expected.
Well, I certainly didn't. I was blethering on about what he was going to do, swirl it in towards the far post, and etc., etc.
Well, you weren't on your own. I was saying I don't think anybody would have expected that.
You know something? Liverpool could be 2 up because Torres should have taken his chance.
We're going to see, isn't it?
Well, it'll just make Chelsea think. They're still overwhelming favourites to progress to the semi-final. But now the aggregate score has been cut to 3-2. Liverpool will have to score 3 times tonight. Kite heads the ball in. Arbeloa chases after him. Malouda was a little bit sluggish to react and finally just knocks the ball out of play. It's stupid, this, but I detect a certain nervousness in Chelsea ranks. Is that just a silly gut feeling?
No, I don't think it is, because, I mean, it's there for everybody to see. Liverpool have been the dominant side and they deserve their 1-0 lead.
Arbeloa with a throw into the Chelsea penalty area, headed away by Lampard. And was that a foul by Mascherano on Ballack? It was. And it's a free kick to Chelsea. Hiddink and Benitez both out, and Hiddink will just be a mite worried.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Well, particularly after Saturday, isn't it? I know they say you don't follow it in, and 4-0 up. You're not expecting Chelsea to only win 4-3. No. Could have been 4-4 as well.
I repeat, I'm not remotely expecting Liverpool to progress from this quarter-final. But they made it a good deal more interesting with that Aurelio free kick. Brilliantly taken by the Brazilian. I just wanted to know if Gerrard had been on the pitch, whether Gerrard would have taken that free kick. Anyway, Carragher with a pass back, which is slightly under hit. Drogba can't get there, and Reina with the clearance up towards the halfway line. Torres flicks it on to Benayoun. Benayoun down the Liverpool left, back to Alonso. It was an awful pass from Benayoun. Alonso did brilliantly to head the ball to Aurelio, and now it's in the Chelsea half. That's a foul by Lucas and a free kick to Chelsea.
The only thing I'd say, Alan, I was with you as well at half-time in Istanbul. Game over, it's all finished.
I just thought, but that, Istanbul was different, wasn't it? Because it was a crazy one-all.
Was it? Yeah.
If you're 3-1 up, having played the first leg away from home, you shouldn't. Well, history shows that you're not vulnerable. But Liverpool lead this second leg by a 1-0. Carvalho certainly having trouble with Torres. Torres tackles him, beats him. Torres runs forward, Cole's across, and Cole just hits it out of play. And that has tended to be the Chelsea tactic over the opening 21 minutes. Just belted out of play. Arbeloa with the throw-in, back to Skirtle, into Alonso. Skirtle again. The ball is overwhelmingly in the Chelsea half. It's played in towards Torres. Torres heads it on. Ivanovic goes. His arms are a bit wide there. He's quite forced him not to handle the ball. And it's hit upfield by Lampard. We haven't seen Lampard. Haven't seen Essien. Why isn't Lampard further forward for Chelsea?
So Liverpool are dominating the game with their ball possession.
Alonso to Kuyt. It was a terribly awkward ball for Kuyt to take. Kuyt did brilliantly. Plays it back now to Arbeloa, just outside the Chelsea penalty, into Mascherano. Mascherano wanted to help it on. It was blocked, and then it's headed by Lucas to Kuyt. And you can hear the reaction of the Chelsea fans. They're worried suddenly. It's Essien who belts it away. Straight to Alonso. Alonso moving forward. Oh, almost picked out Lucas, my word. As it is, the ball through to check.
Liverpool.
And we've reached the midway point of the first half. Liverpool lead 1-0. And here's Mike.
Well, there's been much talk about reenacting the spirit of Istanbul, but for my money, if Liverpool were to pull this off as Lampard goes forward, it would be an even bigger turn-up than Istanbul, simply because this is an away game. That was a neutral ground final. This is at Stamford Bridge, where the home team begin with a 3-1 lead, but even before Liverpool scored, and by the way, they should have scored twice. By his standards, Torres should have given them the lead, as Torres now chases, but the flag is up. I noticed, Graham, that Ballack and Essien were coming towards hitting down below for clarification. They just didn't seem to be quite sure of their roles out there.
Well, it's very interesting, because I think they've moved Essien. If we're looking at it now, you'd say that Essien has moved to his right a little bit and Ballack has come into the central position. Now, whether that's because of what Lucas was doing, I'm not too certain.
You're listening to 5 Live. Liverpool are 1 up here at Stamford Bridge, 3-2 behind now on aggregate, but they need to score 3 minimum here tonight to get through, as Torres manages to ride a challenge, and Count now in the centre circle. Liverpool playing from left to right and certainly on top, but that's a wasted ball from Count to the far side. There's always going to be, for Chelsea tonight, more of a kind of mental battle, really, to make sure their attitude was right with that 3-1 cushion, and they simply haven't started. But Liverpool haven't allowed them to do that. Remember, this is a Liverpool team without Steven Gerrard, who's sitting in the stand watching. John Terry is in the dugout behind Gus Hiddink, suspended, remember. Now Essien going forward for the first time positively for Chelsea. In came the challenge from Mascherano, and a fussy referee penalises the challenge. Cantalejo from Spain. And here's a chance now for Chelsea to get forward. And here's a chance maybe for Ivanovic to do it again. He's making his way forward. Carvalho and Alex are already on the edge of the area. And the free kick will be taken by Malouda. 1-0 to Liverpool, but now a test for them perhaps, as Chelsea can release players. Number of options here in the air for them. Ballack and Drogba there too. Ivanovic is right on the edge of that penalty area. Carragher trying to push up. In comes the free kick, headed away by Liverpool. Appeal for handball by Chelsea fans. Count now slips it down the right-hand side. Mascherano's there, and the covering defender is Carvalho. Mascherano can't get past Carvalho, and Lampard tidies up and then hits a very aimless and rather shaky ball, that from Lampard. He had much more time than that, Graham.
He did, yes. That's unusual to see that as well. Whether he was trying to get it diagonally right out to Malouda or not, I don't know, but it went nowhere, only into Reina.
Graham Taylor with us watching the drama unfold here at Stamford Bridge. Liverpool led tonight by Jamie Carragher, and Frank Lampard in charge of Chelsea. Carragher now to Aurelio, the goal scorer, who gets away from his marker well down that far side. Aurelio's ball looking for Torres. Torres now for Ben Ayoun. Good one touch from Liverpool. In the end, Cech makes a diving save, but that was a good fast-flowing move from Liverpool from inside their own half, and then Cech in the end clears quickly, hoping that Carragher's out of position. Drogba looking to pounce it. Carragher makes a mistake. Carragher's there, and it's a goal kick.
That was a good move by Liverpool there. I thought they did open up the Chelsea defence, but the final touch, they just couldn't quite get in. But there's no doubt about it in my mind. From what we've watched, Liverpool have dominated the opening proceedings. They deserve to be 1-0 up. And at the present time, you know, you'd think they're capable of scoring again.
Liverpool took the lead at Anfield. They've taken the lead at Stamford Bridge, but they're still behind in this Champions League quarter-final on 5 Live. 3-2 behind on aggregate. 1-0 they lead tonight. Now they've got a free kick just inside the Chelsea half to this near side, the right. And Alonso leaves it. And the goals, I don't think Aurelio will try one from here, surely. This is only just inside the Chelsea half. So, usual scene, Carragher stays back. Skirtle makes his way towards the penalty area. There's not great height from Liverpool up against the Chelsea defenders. Aurelio's poised, and with his free kick, takes it left-footed. There's almost a chance for Skirtle. Oh, the whistle must have gone. And it's a penalty, is it? Ben Ayoun's jumping up and down. He thinks the referee's given a penalty. Balak's complaining. It is going to be a penalty for Liverpool.
He's telling Balak he pulled his shirt, pulled his opponent shirtless.
Well, now, Fernando Torres wants the ball. Xabi Alonso is there. Remember, Torres could easily have given Liverpool the lead here and didn't. It's
Ivanovic. Ivanovic is pulling over. He's pulled him. His referee's got it right.
So a penalty for Liverpool. It's not even half-time yet. It could be 2-0 to Liverpool. Alonso, who scored, of course, from the penalty spot in Istanbul. Second time round when it came back to him off the goalkeeper. Xabi Alonso against Petr Cech for a 2-0 lead tonight and 3-3 on aggregate. Here comes Alonso, poised to score for Liverpool. It's all quiet behind Cech's goal. That's where all the Chelsea fans are. Away to the left, in the red and white, they're jumping up and down. It's an amazing scoreline here because Liverpool already have a 2-0 lead, and one more goal here tonight will put them in front.
Give the referee credit. How many times have we said we've seen all the pushing and pulling when free kicks and corners are given, and the number of times we've said the referee ought to be giving penalties and it would soon stop it. He's got it exactly right on the replay. You see Ivanovic pulls. I'm not too certain which Liverpool player it was, but it's a penalty. It's 2-0 now. Liverpool right in this tie.
And I'm sorry to bang on about this, but had Fernando Torres showed his normal touch, they'd be 3-0 up and they'd be actually in the lead, and now Chelsea cannot sit back anymore. Liverpool lead by 2-0, and we're still in the first half here at Stamford Bridge as Torres thought he got away from Alex. You know what, we haven't even played half an hour yet. Aurelio's goal timed at 19, Alonso's penalty at 28. I suppose Steven Gerrard would have taken the penalty had he been out there as well. So he might have taken the free kick, although Aurelio did the business there. Gerrard certainly would have stepped up to take the penalty, but Alonso made no mistake, and it's a jittery Chelsea here. Remember those 3 late goals conceded on Saturday against Bolton? There's no John Terry to inspire them from the back. It's a Chelsea free kick, and even a Chelsea goal here isn't going to make that much difference because Liverpool still require one more. That would make it absolutely level pegging. Now Balak's thrown himself down in the penalty area, looking for retribution. Referee waves play on. Liverpool clear, and with urgency, Carvalho finds Ashley Cole near side the Chelsea left. But Chelsea have had a miserable start to this game. Liverpool looking strong in midfield, even without Steven Gerrard, and they're looking even stronger now that they have this, because now, we were talking before the game about Benitez perhaps prioritising the Premier League. Well, now suddenly the Champions League's a big deal as Balak floats the ball into Kalou in the area. Kalou's going to try and turn up against too many Liverpool defenders. Ben Ayoun's there. Good work from Ben Ayoun down the left-hand side, but Chelsea won it back again. Essien plays a 1-2 with Balak. Essien goes down, and this time he's been tripped, and Chelsea have the free kick, some 25 yards away from Liverpool's goal.
You need Essien to start those runs, and he was fouled then. It had one run earlier in the game. If he starts to do that, it will bring Chelsea back into the game, and it just shows how much they have missed him.
3-3 on aggregate, but remember, with the 3 away goals at Anfield, Chelsea have now a slender advantage still, the 1 goal advantage. It's a free kick though to Chelsea. Frank Lampard to take it, has scored many times from these positions. Alex and Carvalho have both gone forward. Free kick to Chelsea, now Cech has to concentrate. Blue players lining up on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area. Lampard waiting for the referee's whistle. 2-0 to Liverpool. But now here comes Frank Lampard. Can't get it past the Liverpool defenders. It comes back to Essien. Essien steers it in with his right foot. It should be headed away by Ben Ayoun over on the far side, but the corner kick's been given against him.
Certainly, I've just been watching the technical area, and Gus Hiddink and the fourth official been having very strong words with one another. The fourth official just letting him know that it is a bit out of order.
Liverpool didn't deal with the corners at Anfield. This one will be taken by Malouda. Lots of height. Reina managed to get a fist to it. Kalou's missed his shot, and now Liverpool on the counter-attack. Ben Ayoun into Lucas. Lucas controlled an awkward ball well. Feeds it down this near side for Arbeloa. Now Kaut joins in, and Arbeloa once more just in front of Rafa Benitez. 2-0 to Liverpool on the night. 3-3 on aggregate. Searching ball over on the far side, looking for Aurelio, the fullback, by the corner flag, and he's got the corner, has he, over on the left hand side. So seconds ago, Liverpool defending a corner. Now Liverpool themselves have one over on the left hand side. We played 32 minutes of the game. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2. I think I said before the game, improbable but not impossible. Well, now certainly it is very possible for Liverpool to go through, but still an awful long way to go on the night. Corner kick to Liverpool, swinging corner, headed sideways to this near side of the field. Chases on, and then a push by Skirtle. Didn't really need to do that, to be honest, on Malouda. And it's a clear free kick to Chelsea near side.
No point in doing it at all, Mike. Completely agree with you. I think Malouda made it look worse than what it was, though. But silly by Skirtle.
Well, I wrote down 12.5 minutes, bad miss by Torres, and thought that could be really something that Liverpool later in the night might regret. But they've gone on to score two goals. First one, the free kick from Aurelio, which confounded everybody here at Chelsea. And then the second, a penalty given, and Alonso took it. But now Liverpool very slow to clear at the back. Kalou now, but he doesn't place his pass right towards Malouda down the near side. Malouda against Carragher. In goes Carragher, always favourite to win the ball. And referee, Gus Hiddink is he asking Anelka to get on?
Yeah,
I think.
He's told him, let's get
so
you on.
Anelka, the former Liverpool player, looks like he's coming on. Maybe for Drogba, we'll have to wait and see. Throw into Chelsea near side. Ashley Cole being harried all the time by Dirk Kuyt. The ball is out of play. Chelsea losing a bit of composure here as Hiddink drives the ball down the line. They're speaking to the referee all the time here. Sure sign that they just lost it for the moment, temperamentally. Anelka is being prepared to come into the game. And Liverpool lead 2-0. It's a throw to Chelsea near side. Ballack, back to Ashley Cole. Cole's return ball to Ballack. Ballack now into the centre, finds Essien. Essien wants to drive forward. Lucas is in the way. Essien to Lampard. Lampard squirts it forward, but it's a good clearance by Arbeloa. No nonsense at the back there by the Liverpool right back, and it's back inside the Chelsea half. Well, I just wonder whether this is an injury, Graham, or whether Gus Hiddink's had enough and he wants Anelka out there to help out.
I'll tell you what, Gus Hiddink looked absolutely annoyed with everything. The stronger words I could use, because that's the impression he's given everybody, and I think he's just making this substitution just because of the way his team has played, as opposed, although they have come on more into the game since conceding the second goal.
Before the game, probably about a 5% chance for Liverpool here tonight, but they lead 2-0, 3-3 on aggregate. Long ball forward by Alonso. Nothing ball in the end, although it does make Chelsea go back into their own half. So number 39, Nicolas Anelka, former Liverpool striker, as Frank Lampard tries to wind up his team here. They certainly need it. Anelka's going to come on, and Gus Hiddink has decided to make a change here. Free kick now given against Arbeloa. Drogba's won the free kick, and now out comes the fourth official to signal who's making way for Nicolas Anelka. And it's going to be Kalou. So that's tactical, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah. Now, will the same formation, will he keep that same formation? Or will he put Anelka and Drogba together? Make a slight alteration in his midfield? We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, Kalou had a very good game at Anfield, as did Malouda, either side of Drogba. They caused a lot of problems to Liverpool, but Kalou makes way after only 35 minutes, and Anelka makes his way to the far side with Chelsea right. He doesn't like playing out wide, but he's going to have to do it this evening. Free kick to Chelsea just inside the Liverpool half. Liverpool lead 2-0 tonight. It's 3-3 on aggregate. Header on by Drogba, looking for Lampard. Great defending, though, there by Alonso at the expense of a corner kick to Chelsea. Chelsea just had a few better moments in the last 3 or 4 minutes as they have to respond. They realise no more can they just sit back and contain here with a healthy 3-1 lead. That's been almost wiped out here. They still have the advantage of an extra away goal at Anfield. In comes a corner kick. Reina flapped a little bit at that one, but he gets it out. Ivanovic there against Kuyt. and it's a throw into Chelsea over on the far side. They just stepped up a little bit here, Chelsea.
Yes, they certainly have, and when that ball comes in with all of the players in and around Reina, he's not the best at coming out and catching it. He prefers to punch.
Alex has stayed in the penalty area following the corner kick. Long throw looking for Alex. Liverpool header away. Benayoun's very high clearance, but it travels enough distance for Liverpool as Malouda tries to win it back, and Lucas just obstructed him, and the referee is really pouncing on everything here.
He threw himself down. I'm sorry, I couldn't take that. I mean, he's just thrown himself down as if he's been sort of a right uppercut, and there's nothing like it at all there, Malouda. That's
free
cheating.
Kick for Chelsea. Lampard to take it. Brave referee, though, in some ways, to give an away team in the Champions League a penalty here at Stamford Bridge. But having seen the replay, he was right as Lampard steers in the free kick. Header down, and Reina's there. And it was Alex who jumped well at the far post, but Reina was untroubled in the Liverpool area, and he's just sensibly now holding on to it because Liverpool have been under just a little bit of pressure. And if they get to half-time at 2-0, well, what a dressing room. Now, Lucas for Liverpool. No Steven Gerrard, remember, to inspire them. But at the moment, they're doing OK without him. Liverpool, who were completely outclassed in midfield in the first game at Anfield, have looked stronger out there tonight. The ball is with Carragher over on the far side. 2-0 to Liverpool. Torres comes short and receives from Carragher. Now Torres turns and plays it forward. Can't get it past Alex, though. Alex tidying up. Alex under pressure clears. Chips it straight back to Liverpool. Groans from the Chelsea fans. Carragher's there. And sensibly in the end gives it all the way back to Reina. Ballack had really pushed on there ahead of Lampard. In fact, he's staying in that position at the moment. Now he's retreating as Reina clears and knocks it short to Skirtle. Gus Hiddink, arms folded, just looks on at the moment. His team struggling here in the first half as Kaut is too strong for Cole. And then a soft pass is cut out by Carvalho. Lampard now closed down on the halfway line, but the foul was committed by Arbeloa, and the free. Oh, Sammy Lee can't believe it on the bench down there, and the referee saying to Sammy Lee, get back down on your stool down there. Not happy with the protest from the Liverpool bench. And the fourth official now is being spoken to by Rafa Benitez. Gus Hiddink's coming across as well. It's a free kick to Chelsea, just inside the Liverpool half. It's good theatre, isn't it?
It is. That fourth official is getting it from all quarters, isn't he, there?
The one advantage of sitting in this position that we have tonight in the press box low down is that we're right behind the managers down there as the free kick is taken, and out comes Reina once more, and that's a very easy take for him.
He's making them all sit down, though, which I think will irritate them even more. I thought that you were allowed to have. I think Hiddink is making the point that, you know, one of us is allowed to be there.
It's the referee, by the way, I think, who gave Gus Hiddink and Russia a penalty against England in Moscow. The trip by Rooney, the Spanish referee. Anyway, here we are tonight at Stamford Bridge on a balmy evening, and it's been a balmy first half in terms of Chelsea's play, because 3-1 up, they've now lost it. They're losing 2-0 here tonight, and it's 3-3 on aggregate, and it's the slenderest of leads. And if this man chasing the ball now, Torres, has scored, well, Liverpool would actually have their noses in front here. It's out of play as now Ashley Cole speaks to the linesman. He has to be careful. He's a yellow card away from suspension. All the Chelsea fans perhaps making plans to go to Barcelona 2 weeks tonight, but, well, it's a long way away yet from being sorted out. Barcelona leading 4-0 from the first leg and 0-0 at the moment against Bayern Munich. Now a long one finds Anelka down the Chelsea right. He goes to the ground very, very easily. And there's going to be a yellow card, I think, the first of the night, being shown to Benayoun over on the far side.
I think also as well, you know, with the amount of fouls that he has given, undoubtedly there would be a yellow card sooner or later.
Apparently Ivanovic got one for the incident in the penalty, so thank you, Alan. So Ivanovic yellow tonight, one to Benayoun. It's a free kick to Chelsea, and it's going to be taken for them by Malouda. It's a very congested edge of area. So many Chelsea players again going forward. Ballack lurks dangerously on the edge of the area. Malouda's poised. 2-0 to Liverpool. They've dragged everybody back. Here comes the free kick for Chelsea, to be taken by Malouda. Header comes in and it's gone wide, and I think two Chelsea players actually maybe got in each other's way there, Ivanovic and Carvalho. Yeah. And it's gone wide for a goal kick to Liverpool.
But the interesting thing as well, Ivanovic was not, neither was Carvalho. They were both at the end. There was only one Liverpool player, Benitez on the touchline pointing to them, but he's only got one to mark the two anyhow, and Ivanovic got the header in as well.
Well, if you've just switched on 5 Live and you're expecting this to be a formality at Stamford Bridge, 3-1, remember, to Chelsea from the first game. Let me tell you that Liverpool lead 2-0 here tonight. They've also missed a great chance early on through Torres. It's now 3-3 on aggregate. Chelsea just have the slenderest of leads because of the away goals they scored at Anfield. But one more from Liverpool and they will be in front. The only scoreline here in 90 minutes that can take us to an extra 30 would be a 3-1 victory for Liverpool after the 90 minutes. Now Carragher steering it to the far side. Benayoun against Ivanovic. Well, Benayoun was just pushed off the ball there by the fullback, who's on a yellow card in this game. And it's a free kick to Liverpool, wide on the left, halfway inside the Chelsea half. This is over on the far side of the field. Alonso's going to take it. Carragher stays back once more. Skirtle senses a moment perhaps as he now joins Torres and Kaut and also Lucas in the penalty area away to our right. Cech stands by his right-hand post. Alonso prepares with this free kick for Liverpool and straight into Cech's arms in the end. Disappointing from the Liverpool point of view. Easy save for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Liverpool forwards going across the face of Cech then. I mean, the ball came in with great pace, great delivery. If you had players running across the face of the keeper, it could have been dangerous.
Last 5 minutes of the first half here. Liverpool want to get to half-time at 2-0, I'm sure, as Anelka, who's been forced on already tactically for Kalou. Essien now well intercepted by Carragher. Beautifully read by Carragher, who's being watched here tonight by Fabio Capello, the England coach, who's unable, of course, to pick him, Carragher having retired from international football. Ashley Cole, boot was very high there against Kaut, knocks it long, and it's an offside given against Malouda, I think, and the free kick taken quickly by Liverpool. Mascherano, he's making a big difference on his return. Suspended from the first leg. Arbeloa now for Liverpool. Last moments of the first half. Into central midfield. Nobody's picked up Alonso. Alonso slips. It still manages to find Mascherano. Wide on the right. In comes a cross. And in the end, Carvalho stumped it behind for a corner. Dangerous ball in. And Carvalho taking no chances.
Liverpool on the attack there again. They've come up. They've just had to put up with some Chelsea pressure, which has been more really from directness of Chelsea, getting the ball into the box, getting the ball forward early, where Liverpool have still persisted on having good passing movements.
There will be 1 minute of added time at the end of the 45. Aurelio now with a Liverpool corner when he can get the ball back. Torres is looking interested in a short corner, but Aurelio will take the corner. Last chance perhaps for Liverpool to wipe out the lead completely here, right at the end of the first half. Benayoun stands under the bar. In goes the free kick, and it was a good defensive header away by Carvalho. Alonso chases, picks up possession over on the far side, and then belts it in off Drogba and wins the Liverpool corner, this time over on the left-hand side, and Alonso will stay in position, I think. Benayoun's going over there as well. We've got 40 seconds of normal time and a minute of added time. It's 2-0 to Liverpool, attacking the goal away to our right. Carvalho's holding on to Kaut as the corner kick is taken. Lucas flicked it on, driven away by Alex though for Chelsea out of the penalty area. Carragher's there once more for Liverpool, finds Alonso wide on the left, lots of red shirts to pick out. In it comes to Kaut at the back post. Kaut's header turned away by Cech. Brilliant header by Kaut, one-handed save from Cech. Just couldn't get it past the Czech keeper, but Liverpool win it back again in midfield. That's where they're looking really solid. Down on the left, in comes the cross, out comes Cech, and he missed it completely. Lucas goes in now with Essien, and the whistle's gone. Wow, palpitations there. Once more at the back. That was the end where Bolton scored all their goals on Saturday. Cech was nowhere. That could so easily have been 3-0 to Liverpool.
There's no doubt about it. He got a save with his left hand to start with, and then there was a deflection about it all. It came on, and it looked to all intents and purposes it could have dropped so easily for Liverpool then to have made it 3-0 to them. There was a time when everybody would agree that Petr Cech was the best goalkeeper in this country. I think there's doubts about that now.
30 seconds of added time. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2, and much talking for Gus Hiddink to do at half-time. But now Ivanovic for Chelsea, looking to release Anelka. Carragher's back there and does the job perfectly. Makes sure that there's no way round the back there for Anelka. And a goal kick for Pepe Reina. 10 seconds to go. What a first half it's been, Mr. Taylor.
Well, it certainly has. You know, and we all should sit here, shouldn't we, looking at what do we know about this game? And isn't it good that it can be, you know, with so many people saying, no, that's the end of it. It's what makes the game. There is, you know, there's no perfect answer to it at all.
That's half-time. Caught between two stools, maybe, Chelsea, in many ways, although that would be wrong. In some ways, it would diminish Liverpool's achievement as well in the first half. Looking really, really solid in midfield with Alonso and Mascherano and Lucas. Torres should have given them the lead after 12 and a half minutes. But then after 90, and Aurelio foxed everybody with his free kick when we were expecting a delivery from him, and then he beat Cech at the near post. Alonso's penalty 2-0 after 28 minutes. And right at the end of the first half, it could so easily have been a third for Liverpool. So the half-time score here at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2, 3-3 on aggregate. Chelsea just in front still.
Chelsea and Liverpool ready for a very significant 45 minutes. Remember, Chelsea still have the advantage of scoring one more away goal. The scores may be level on aggregate, but if it stays that way, after 90 minutes, Chelsea will go through. Remember, too, that Anelka came on for Kalou in the first half, so this is the Chelsea 11. Checks the goalkeeper, looked a bit vulnerable at times. Defensive Ivanovic, Carvalho, Alex and Cole. Midfield of Essien, Ballack and Lampard. Forwards Anelka, Drogba, Malouda. Liverpool defend the Chelsea free kick pretty well. It's headed away by Mascherano, and Arbeloa clears it up to the halfway line where it's met by Carvalho. The Liverpool 11, the goalkeeper Reina, defenders Arbeloa, Carragher, Skirtle and Aurelio. Then in midfield of Mascherano and Alonso is actually 4-2-3-1 as it turned out. Mascherano and Alonso is the two. Then ahead of that pairing we've got Kaut, Lucas and Benayoun, and finally Torres. Torres missed a chance early on, well, I think it was 12 and a half minutes, and you wondered if that might be the one chance for Liverpool to get back into the game, and then, well, Aurelius free kick, the penalty for the foul by Ivanovic. Here's Carragher, acting captain, to Benayoun, and Benayoun feeds it forward, might get to Lucas. Lucas gets there before Cech. Where's Cech? Cech's absolutely nowhere. Played back to Aurelio. Aurelio shoots it goal toward the far post and headed behind for a corner. No. What's the referee given? The linesman is flagged. Yeah. It's a goal kick. What was Cech doing?
There again, wasn't it? There's a misjudgment by him there when he came out. He was very fortunate. It was then right in the corner of the pitch, and it was somewhat difficult for the Liverpool players to get an effort at goal.
Well, Ashley Cole made sure, you know, heading the ball, but it had actually crossed the line. Interesting stuff this, isn't it? Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2 on the night. 3-3 and aggregate the scores. Cech with a goal kick for Chelsea. Headed back by Aurelio. And Torres beats Ivanovic in the air. Ballack had his hand up there. Ball breaks to Torres. Cuts through the middle. Good ball by Torres to the left side. Is Lucas quick enough to get there before Alex? Alex slides in and puts the ball out of play for a throw-in. And Liverpool have started the second half the way they dealt with most of the first half.
Started very brightly. Lucas did well there because he realised he wasn't going to get the ball and let Alex actually concede the throw-in.
Benayoun with a throw in front of the Liverpool fans at Stamford Bridge. Into the penalty. The header down. Essien doesn't clear it properly. Alex is in there with his left foot. He hits it high. Anelka. Well, Anelka and Aurelio had arms around each other there. Yeah. The free kick goes to Chelsea.
And the referee has, seen quite a few, and he's blown a lot of times. We saw the penalty as well, but. There's been a...
there's a slip. Mascherano chases after the ball. Carvalho just gets to his feet in time, and then he's complaining about Mascherano. What do you expect him to do? Back off the like Carvalho just to play the pass back? Dear, oh dear. Chelsea are all over the shop. It's inexplicable, the contrast between Chelsea tonight and the brilliant Chelsea at Anfield.
Well, you've seen both games live. I didn't see the first game live, just watched it on the television, but it is so different, isn't it? They're so different.
Lampard to Ballack, neither of whom have had a decent influence in the game. Now Ivanovic, who's far led to the Liverpool penalty. That was 2-0. Here's Carvalho. And Carvalho on to Malouda. Malouda back to Carvalho. And Carvalho moves up the halfway line now into the Liverpool half. Finds Malouda on the far flank. Good pass forward. Ashley Cole after it. The fullback crosses into the penalty area. Easily intercepted by Skirtle. And it's Kaut who knocks it away. It wasn't the greatest of clearances, but Mascherano got a touch on, and then as Chelsea Poke the ball upfield. It's through to Reina. 4 minutes played in the second half here on 5 Live. Liverpool lead 2-0 on the night. Goals from Aurelio and a penalty by Alonso. Gerrard is in the stands, not on the bench. Here's Carragher. Carragher passes back to Reina, who I'm struggling to think if he had a proper save to make in the whole of the first half. I can't think of one.
No, I don't think so.
Carragher looking for Lucas. Lucas is through the middle. So to his Torres, headed away by the defender and headed back by Ashley Cole to his goalkeeper, Cech. Cech with a clearance. A mighty clearance. High through the Stamford Bridge area and headed back by Skirtle. And then Essien makes a fluff of that. There's hardly a Chelsea player on form tonight. Alex towards Anelka, who came on with 10 minutes left in the first half, replacing Kalou. And now Lampard, back to Anelka. Anelka down the right side, not properly playing alongside Drogba. Anelka running down the right flank, pulls the cross in. Drogba with a mistake by Reina. Shocking error by the Liverpool goalkeeper. And that gives Chelsea the goal that will make them feel an awful lot better. A complete howler by Pepe Reina.
Own goal. Own goal. I think he would have seen that at the very, very last second, though. And if there's any defence for him at all, as the cross was put in, players came right across him, right at his face. And of course the cross was very low, and it would have been a last second delivery that he's seen it is as they come across. But he still should have handled it.
He was a couple of feet out from his near post where he should have been behind his near post.
I think a touch, I think quite honestly there's a touch there, just there's a touch. And he's come out to take it, and the touch has beaten him. Drogba's saying he got it.
No, I think that goes down as an own goal. Anyway, it gives Chelsea the lead on aggregate. It actually doesn't change Liverpool's situation all that much. I'll explain that in a minute. Torres pulls the cross back into the Chelsea penalty. Ballack heads it away. Here's Mascherano. Mascherano, not a good ball, behind Lucas, and it runs towards the near side of the field. 38,286 the attendance at Stamford Bridge. Bayern Munich have taken the lead against Barcelona. Ribéry. And only Ginola will tell me if I got the pronunciation correct. It won't make a bit of difference in that game. Barcelona going through. The thing about Liverpool, they always had to score 3 tonight. Either, ideally from their perspective, 3-0, but 3-1 would take the game into extra time. Carragher to Alonso. Alonso now to Mascherano. And that will just lift Chelsea. That's a good ball forward to Kuyt. Right side of the penalty area. Struggling to keep it in play and didn't keep it in play. It's a goal kick. It's lifted the crowd. Which is
it's lifted the crowd. And the type of goal that they've conceded sometimes can knock you. And they've just got to. I think Benitez is up there again. And he's pointing to Carragher and he's pointing to his head. It's almost saying, hey, come on, get hold of them then. Yeah. Tell them to get their thoughts right.
Well, you would claim that goal, would you?
Pardon?
Would you claim that?
If I was Drogba, I'd claim it, yeah. Because he definitely got a touch on it, but it's gone in off. And what Reina has to do, not easy. He's got to get that out of his mind as soon as possible. It won't be an easy thing to do.
Well, you never know. He might have a penalty shootout to face later. Chelsea lead 4-3 on aggregate. Trill 2-1 on the night. We've got a throw in for Chelsea. Ivanovic to take it from the right side. And he's not rushing about it. Throws it to Anelka, and Anelka got past Aurelio but didn't control the ball, and it's a Liverpool goal kick.
I mean, if there's one Liverpool player I've been somewhat disappointed in, Alan, I know he missed an opportunity, Torres, right at the start, but I don't think, watching him at the moment, that he's yet been quite on his game. Now, you know as well as I do, suddenly you get a chance, it's in the back of the net. But I just feel I'd be expecting a little bit more from him in his general play.
Oh, shocking abuse from Chelsea fans to Fernando Torres in this side. I mean, what possesses people to do that? Pathetic. Liverpool have the ball. Carragher to Aurelio down the left side. Aurelio whips the cross in, and well, Lucas met it late. I think he was surprised the ball came to him, and it came off his forehead high and behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, cross came in with a lot of pace on. But I think Lucas hadn't really seen it. He just got his head to it, but no chance of ever scoring. But Lucas's role has interested me, really, because, as I said, I've made a lot of points about it. He certainly has moved up and tries to get in support of Torres. He's had to work very, very hard because out of possession he gets back into that midfield.
Czech's goal kick that runs past Anelka and Drogba, and it's out for a throw-in to Liverpool. It's been, again, as the first half was, a very untidy start to this second 45 minutes. But Chelsea have scored, albeit through a colossal error by Reina. Ballack threw himself down, doesn't get a free kick. It's only a throw-in to Liverpool. Aurelio takes it towards Torres. Ballack has just headed the ball. And then Benayoun just feeds it to Alex. Alex hits it high. Aurelio heads it down, straight to Malouda, running forward, dives, gets the free kick. You could see that coming, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, the referee, I feel great sympathy for them because, you know, they have to give these decisions and what have you, but they're not helped by players at all. And you see sometimes when you see the replay later on, you see that there's been no contact made at all. In this case, I think the referee has got it right, though. Well, they make such a big show of it all, don't they?
They do. And it's not just foreign players. So here's a great opportunity for Chelsea. 10 minutes played in the second half. They've already pulled one goal back of the 2-0 deficit they had at half-time, and this will give them a significant advantage now. It would mean Liverpool would have to score twice more if Drogba or Ballack can plant this ball in the net. It's going to be Drogba, left by Ballack, shoots! Wow! It's wide. I thought it was in the net. And so did all the Chelsea fans on this side of the field.
So did I.
Well, they're cheering. But calm down. Yeah. It's not in.
Right,
I thought it was in.
Yeah. It's hit the side netting, but right at the back of it.
Doesn't it show what an awful commentary position this is?
It's not the best of ones, I'd say that. But
I definitely thought that was in. Yeah. Anyway, Chelsea reinvigorated by scoring tonight. And their fans, look, they're dancing around, particularly in the Matthew Harding stand. Nobody's sitting down there. They're all jumping up and down. Here's Drogba. Leaning back on Carragher. The referee decides that's a free kick for a foul on Drogba. And
it's almost very difficult for a centre-back, Alan.
It's almost precisely the same position. Now, Drogba having hit that one so narrowly wide, why doesn't he hit this one? This one's being left for Lampard. Slightly further out, about a yard further out. So the pendulum is swinging towards Chelsea again. No matter they're in different form on the night. It's Alex who drives it right footed. Great goal! Fantastic strike from Alex! And that perhaps is the critical moment of the night here at Stamford Bridge. It means that from being 2-0 down at half-time, Chelsea are back to 2-2, and Chelsea lead 5-3 on aggregate. Brilliant free kick.
We have seen two free kicks tonight that really have been excellent. This one by Alex. I mean, people are looking at Lampard, they're looking at Ballack. It's not going to be taken by... Alex comes up, he gets power, he gets pace on it, he gets swerve on it, and it's hit the back of the net, within a fleeting second. Fantastic free kick.
Well, it does mean we will not have extra time.
Certainly.
And Liverpool have to score twice. Here's Torres. He might have scored the first one. Was he blocked there by Carvalho? And Carvalho is going to be yellow carded. But again, I think that was a case of, the forward playing the ball through and then running into the defender.
Yeah. Anyway, and going down.
And going down.
Yeah.
So it's not that different from the position that Aurelio scored from in the first half. Czech won't be caught out a second time, surely. Czech is on his near post now. Perhaps it's slightly wider, this one. 13 minutes played in the second half. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 2. Aurelio with a free kick. Given the angle, it's about 30 yards from goal. Surely this will be a cross rather than a shot. Aurelio whips it in again, headed down. Here's Benayoun. Benayoun shot hit Anelka and ricochets away to the far side, where Aurelio dangerously has lost the ball to Malouda. Then Malouda gives it away to Arbeloa. Arbeloa running forward. Good run by Arbeloa. Not such a great shot. Cleared by the defender. Kuyt plays it in. Knocked away by Alex this time. Here's Torres. Torres beaten by Ivanovic, and Ivanovic with a clearance up over the halfway line.
It's amazing, isn't it? At the start of the game, we're looking and saying, can Liverpool? And then it's 2-0. At half-time, we're talking... Yeah, it's what makes the game of football. None of us really know.
No, it's fantastic. I mean, if everything was certain about the game, it would be boring,
definitely.
Wouldn't it? Well, there's a free kick for a foul on Lampard. At least I'm assuming it's a foul on Lampard, but the referee has been exceedingly fussy throughout. He's probably got big decisions right.
He has.
The penalty kick, that free kick.
Yeah. But there's been other things, haven't there? I think he's been, rather finicky about it all.
Carvalho takes the free kick towards Anelka. Chelsea fans taunting the Liverpool fans with, "You're not singing anymore." Chelsea fans weren't singing much in the first half when their team needed them to. Here's Mascherano, and they're still not waving the free flags with as much enthusiasm. Here's Essien, on to Drogba, and Drogba, he was tripped by Mascherano. It doesn't take much for Drogba to go down, and it's a free kick. The momentum clearly now with Chelsea.
Oh, definitely. I keep looking at Benitez. He's getting up. He's trying to get out as much information as he can.
Essien stabs the free kick to his right, to Anelka. It was a great run by Anelka down the right side that led to Drogba's goal, Reina's own goal. And then Ballack goes down. He gets a free kick. And this is the third time in relatively quick succession they've had a free kick in such circumstances. Slightly to the right as Chelsea look at it. Benitez complains with the fourth official. But, we've seen what this referee's decided on. This minimal contact free kick.
I have to laugh there, Benitez having to go. Fourth official looks at Hiddink now, smiles and put his hands up.
An hour played. It's Chelsea 2, Liverpool 2 in the night. Chelsea leading 5-3 in aggregate. Here's Alex again, right-footed, straight into the wall. Drogba sort of threw himself down in front of the Liverpool wall, trying to bemuse it. It didn't, and the free kick in the end didn't come to good. I wonder, will he bring Riera on? Benitez, because he's a much more attack-minded player, Riera. Liverpool have a goal kick here. No hard feelings between Drogba and Skrtel after they collided. And Stamford Bridge is an altogether happier place now for the home fans.
Yeah. Well, none of us expected Liverpool to be going in with a 2-0 lead, and none of us expected Chelsea to have equalised within, 10 minutes of the second half starting.
Mascherano to Kuyt on the far side. And Kuyt drives it long, looking for Benayoun. Brilliant ball, chested down by the Israeli. Left of the Chelsea penalty area, onto his right foot. Where's he going? Running in field. Plays it back to Mascherano. Wide to Aurelio. First time cross by Aurelio. Whipped in deep. Kuyt jumps, headed away well by Malouda. Arbeloa on the far side for Liverpool. He crosses first time into the penalty area. Ballack with a headed clearance. Straight to Alonso. Liverpool hemming Chelsea back again. They have to score twice now, Liverpool. Now Kuyt down the right side. That's overhit. That's behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, tried to get the shot in, preventing Ashley Cole getting close to him, but not the shot, the cross, but poor one.
When you were growing up, Graham, and you were watching Scunny, and you're watching Scunny, and you're standing in the terraces, did you ever, shout abuse or make hand gestures at an opposing player?
Honestly, Alan, I cannot remember that happening.
I don't.
We are talking about a long time ago. You're talking about
doesn't matter. It's manners.
Late 50s
it's
and
manners.
60s.
It's just about manners.
This all came in the 70s
proper behaviour.
And 80s, yeah.
If your team's getting a pelting, you sit there and take it. Alonso, that wasn't a handball according to the Spanish referee. There was a Spanish player involved, of course. Here's another one. Arbeloa onto Kuyt. Kuyt spins away from Cole onto Lucas. Lucas running into the penalty area. Wide to Torres. Torres checks inside. Plays it back to Mascherano. Whips in the shot. Cech only palms it away. Benayoun crosses. Headed clear by Ballack. And Cech again looked vulnerable.
Yes, he did. But there Liverpool have come back with a good response there, and it was a good move as well. Good shot got in, and you'd have expected Cech to deal with it better, even if he couldn't hold it.
Well, he pushed it out to a Liverpool player. After the throw-in, Aurelio crosses, and it's a goal kick. Mascherano optimistically wants the referee to give a corner, but he won't, nor should he. So how many minutes have we played? Nearly 64. 2-2 on the night then. Liverpool led 2-0 at half-time, but goals from, quote, Drogba, or a Reina own goal, and an unstoppable Alex free kick had brought it back to 2-2. And the 5-3 aggregate lead for Chelsea, who should see it home from here. Now Skrtel as Anelka challenges him, but Skirtle flicks the ball over the Frenchman, finds Aurelio. Aurelio clears to the halfway line. Here's Torres, headed clear by Carvalho and further away by Ballack. Skirtle chests it down. Alonso whips it to the far side in Arbeloa. And Arbeloa, well, that's a foul by Ashley Cole, and I think he'll be suspended now from the first leg of the semi-final. He will be. Yeah. That was quite cynical from Cole.
Yeah, he's complaining about how you can complain about it. You've just taken the fella out of the game. It's, you know.
It'll be the game in the new camp if Chelsea go through that Cole will miss. Liverpool will not have given up hope after the optimism of the first half, though. Nevertheless, they have to score twice. Alonso with his free kick, and Chelsea have got everybody back defending it. Nearly 20 minutes played since half-time. Very productive 20 minutes for Chelsea. Alonso, right-footed, overhits it surely. Deep, check comes, punches it away. And again, I'm just not convinced about him. Only got 2 good fists on it, and the ball's out of play for a throw-in. But the check of a season or 2 ago was just a pluck that from the air.
Definitely.
Here's Carragher after the Liverpool throw-in. Another high ball. Cut, heads it down, reaches Arbeloa, back to Alonso. He can deliver. Alonso whips it in towards the far post towards Aurelio. Well, the intention was right. The delivery slightly askew, and it's gone. Is it behind or is it out for a throw-in?
It's gone for
just out for a throw-in. Which Ivanovic isn't rushing to take. Well, Chelsea can just calm things down.
I think Liverpool need to get Alonso back onto that ball as he was so much of the first half.
Oh, look at the way Drogba went down there. That's a joke. I mean, really, that is a joke. Mascherano shouldn't help him up. He just threw himself down. It's play acting. He's not the worst, Drogba. There's too much of that in our game now. Mascherano to Carragher. Carragher crosses from the left. Not a good ball. Oh, Essien. Sort of nervous header clear, picked up by Malouda. Malouda's looking for Drogba, and Drogba's going to get there. Carragher may have fouled him. Drogba goes forward into the penalty area, pulls it back. Ballack can finish it. Saved by Reina.
Well, there we saw with Drogba, ball played through the strength because Carragher bounced off him. He didn't foul him, and then he's looked up. He's played it well into Ballack. You couldn't want anybody else coming into it, and Ballack then plays it so close to Reina. Reina gets down quickly, but a really missed opportunity for Chelsea.
That's why I find Drogba so frustrating, because he can be a great player.
Definitely.
Look at that. You know, why throw yourself down? You're 6'3" and built like a tank. Carragher for Liverpool, searching for a third goal on the night that would give them renewed hope, though now they have to score 4 here at Stamford Bridge. And the last team to do that was Aston Villa, and they only got a draw, 4-4. Here's Arbeloa on the far side of the field, clearing it, but straight to Ashley Cole. Benitez hasn't made a change yet, but I think one's imminent. 22 minutes played in the second half. Alonso certainly caught and fouled, and who's down injured on the far side? I say injured, it's Malouda. Drogba's going across there. What's he complaining about? We are going to have change for Liverpool. I think Riera will be coming on. It's the midway point of the second half. Dramatic second half so far. I wonder, is there any more to come, or will the game just peter out now that I'm handing over to Mike?
Well, had Ballack scored then, game over. But the game is not over, because if Liverpool score the way Chelsea are playing tonight, so nervous, then anything is still possible. But they have to get one back quickly. But had Ballack scored, and maybe he should have done, it would have been all over. As Riera waits to come on, and the game continues with Liverpool 2-0 up at half-time, now 2-2, and needing to, and they've got a throw-in over on the far side. Arbeloa to take it, halfway inside the Chelsea half. But it's been a fantastic quarter-final. We've had 8 goals already. When you think of all those stalemates in the early days, particularly in the Mourinho era, Chelsea-Liverpool matches, we've had 8 goals already, and maybe not the end yet as Kaup tries to head the ball on, and we mustn't run away with ourselves here. But should Chelsea get through, Ashley Cole out against Messi in the Nou Camp is absolutely devastating for them. They don't have another left back. Unless I've missed him, Bridge has been released, and Ferreira's injured, out for the rest of the season. So that will give Chelsea a major headache against Messi without Ashley Cole in the Nou Camp. But first they've got to get through here. And now, here comes the change. And it's going to be Riera for Mascherano. So they sacrifice one of their Work is in midfield, Mascherano, Riera comes on, and that'll mean a different role now for Ben Ayoun, I think, going in perhaps behind Torres, with now Lucas anchoring with Alonso.
Yes, it looks like it. Looks like that's happened. Ben Ayoun has come straight into the middle.
Liverpool seek 2 goals here, as now Torres tries to get away from Ballack. Snapshot from Torres is just wide, and Czech had it covered, I think. It's a goal kick to Chelsea, and we have 20 minutes to go. I know that, I remember Ruud Gullit saying, Graham, that Hiddink's nickname in Holland is Lucky Gus, but you make your own luck, don't you? He brought Anelka on in the first half, and it was Anelka who provided that ball in the end, which was spilled by Reina.
You don't see too many managers making their substitutions in the first half either.
So it's now 5-3 on aggregate to Chelsea. 2-2 tonight, 2-0 to Liverpool at half-time, and here come Chelsea over on the left-hand side, but Malouda held on to it far too long, and now Liverpool look to Lucas down that. He needs help, does Lucas. Lampard's charging back, and Lampard, the captain, does really well. Finds Carvalho on the edge of the penalty area. So at the moment, it's that goal from Alex which seems to have put the game beyond Liverpool, unless they can pull one back very quickly. As Skrtel jumps with Drogba, and again we've had too much whistle from this referee. He gives the free kick to Liverpool, who now have Riera playing near side the left. Liverpool now building down that right-hand side. You need a response quickly here. Little flick from Ben Ayoun, tries to find Kaut. Chelsea seem to be playing with a bit more composure now, having gone in front, and the ball is down the Chelsea left once more. It's Malouda there against Skrtel. Good pace from Malouda. Drogba's waiting. Still Malouda for Chelsea. Malouda tries to get the crossing, wins the corner in the end off Skrtel.
Yes, it's a good recovery by Skrtel as well. I think Malouda should have played that in early. He did very, very well. Suddenly came inside and kept with great pace. Had a look up, but held on to the ball just that little bit long, but he has won a corner. Lampard gets a good ovation from his supporters over on that far side. Again, Alex is going forward. I remember he put Arsenal out of the Champions League a few seasons ago when playing for PSV. Lampard's high corner into the penalty area, headed away by Skrtel, knocked back in again by Malouda, still in the area, desperate to clear. Ballack's shot is charged down by Arbeloa. Liverpool now maybe on the break. Alonso crosses the halfway line. He's got Torres to the right, picks out Riera down the left-hand side. Ben Ayoun and Torres wait. In comes a cross from Riera, and it's behind everyone in red. And it's cleared by Carvalho into the centre circle. A mighty leap by Drogba. Malouda's seeing plenty of the ball at the moment. Over on the left-hand side. Malouda now approaching the halfway line. Liverpool require 2 here. 5-3 to Chelsea on aggregate. 2-2 tonight. And a tired challenge there by Skrtel. And the foul is given against him. It's a free kick. And the foul was committed on Drogba. Lampard's talking to the referee. And do Liverpool have anything left here, I wonder, over these last 18 minutes? Well, they've obviously been knocked back, haven't they? They've come out, with a 2-0 lead, and the game's hardly started again. 2-1, then 2-2, and it has knocked them, there's no doubt about that. But they are the most resilient of clubs on and off the field. Here they come now having to defend once more. But they need something to break for them soon to Liverpool, to get themselves back in this game and to create some anxiety here at Chelsea. Kaut down the right. Torres again struggling to get in the game, but now he's managed to pull the ball away from Carvalho. Torres now hits it long, looking for Riera. Riera knocks it back to Ben Ayoun. Good layoff from Ben Ayoun. Aurelio's there, coming in field. Aurelio for Liverpool, requiring 2 goals. Riera once more, left edge of the area. Back again to Ben Ayoun. Ben Ayoun into Aurelio. Back again to Ben Ayoun. Chelsea backing off. The ball is played right across the penalty area. Couch is there, drags it back to Lucas, and Lucas's shot is charged down by Carvalho. Maybe too many passes there from Liverpool. As Chelsea now dangerous on the counter-attack. And Arbeloa is going to get a yellow card, which would put him out of the first leg of the semi-final if Liverpool were against all the odds to get through here this evening. It was a late tackle, no intention to do it at all. I mean, you could see that, but the word intent has gone out of the laws of the game. A foul's a foul, and he had no option but to give it, and then he decided to give the yellow card as well. This is 5 Live. Graham Taylor with us, very excited. Stamford Bridge, thrilling quarter-final here, second leg, after 3-1 to Chelsea at Anfield. It's 2-2 tonight. It looked so bleak for them at half-time, and actually they didn't start the second half particularly well. Liverpool coming out strongly, but now Chelsea got back into it with the own goal from Reina and then the free kick from Alex. Some unlikely goal scorers really tonight. Aurelio getting the first for Liverpool. Alonso's penalty. Now Alonso into Kaut inside the centre circle. Alonso again.
No Mascherano. He's been replaced by Riera, and Lampard just brings Alonso down. And Alonso screams at the referee in his native language, and the free kick is taken, and it's Riera with an early ball in towards Torres, and the flag has gone up over on the far side for offside. Chelsea's free kick with just over 15 minutes to go here. Torres and Carvalho and Essien just having a few moments there. The referee sorts it all out, but well, it hasn't quite been himself tonight, Fernando Torres, Graham.
He hasn't, no. Whether that miss affected him or not, but it's not the only time. I mean, great goal scorer that he is, I just think when I've watched him, there are a few times when he goes missing in his general play, and sometimes people don't like saying that simply because he is a very, very good goal scorer.
Just got a shot there of a much happier John Terry, suspended from this game. He looked very glum towards the end of the first half, but now he can visualise another meeting with Barcelona in the Champions League. But Ashley Cole will miss the first game in the Nou Camp. Should it be Barcelona-Chelsea? Ball in the area, no offside given. Carragher here against Anelka, almost a stumble by Lucas. Liverpool nearly giving the ball away, but now Alonso tried to pick out Benayoun, and he finds Ballack. Ballack slips it to the left, and Didier Drogba can now finish Liverpool off. Forced wide, Drogba in, and Lampard tucks it away, and surely now puts Chelsea into the semi-final of the Champions League, where they'll meet Barcelona. They just couldn't there in defence. Liverpool come to terms first with Didier Drogba, and in the end Lampard, the captain on the night, squeezes it home, and Chelsea now lead tonight 3-2 and 6-3 overall.
Well, as the Liverpool players walk back to the kick-off, they look distraught, they look downbeat, but they have no one to blame but themselves. Yes, a good goal, but giving the ball away on the edge of your own box in the final third, I'm sorry, you're going to pay for it sooner or later, and they've paid the full price here. Chelsea's come in, Drogba comes in, pulls it back, and there's Lampard, and he's not going to miss from that range.
I just wonder whether there was a suspicion in that movement of Anelka being offside, but anyway, not when the goal was scored, but in the build-up play. Anyway, it doesn't matter now because the goal has been given, and Chelsea have come from 2-0 down at half-time to lead now 3-2 on the night, and Liverpool now need 3 goals, and it is now mission impossible. Dirk Kuyt for Liverpool. They gave it absolutely everything in the first half. That miss from Torres early on. They could have led 3-0 at half-time. They're without Steven Gerrard, remember. Chelsea are in the driving seat. Malouda, having a good second half, has the ball over on that far side, the left. Chelsea 3, Liverpool 2, leaving Liverpool now surely to concentrate on the Premier League. And I think we can safely say it's going to be Chelsea-Barcelona now, because Barcelona have equalised on the night against Bayern, 1-1, 5-1 on aggregate now they lead. That game being played tonight in Germany. Riera of Liverpool. So we've had 9 goals now between these two. And still we play, 13 minutes to go. Benitez now, hands in pockets, realises I think the game is up here. The tie lost in the quarter-final at Anfield effectively last week, despite the bravery from his team in the first half. Leading 2-0. Babel is going to come on in a moment as Liverpool play crossfield ball. It's knocked off by Riera to Aurelio. Aurelio looking for Benayoun. Benayoun's touch to Riera. Again, too many passes, and again the flag has gone up for offside. And Cech dives and makes the save as Liverpool now contemplate another change. In fact, it's going to be Ngog coming on, not Ryan Babel. Ngog, the young French under-21 player, will come on now for Liverpool.
It looks, I mean, when he has come on previously, I mean, he certainly looked a goal scorer to me. I've been quite impressed with the young man.
But only 12 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge. Anything possible here at half-time. Indeed, Liverpool perhaps the favourites at half-time, as Drogba absolutely threw himself down there under Alonso's challenge, but the referee sport it, and Chelsea have the free kick. The dialogue continues between Drogba and Carragher. Liverpool may make the change, or maybe they'll just hold on here while Chelsea line up a free kick. Well, Alex crushingly took the last one, but it looks like now the Brazilian is staying back as Rafa Benitez, running out of options, brings on Ngog, although we have no idea who's coming off because the fourth official can't sort out the board in front of us here. So, in your own time, Ngog waits, everyone waits. Ballack talks to Drogba, and Ngog is going to miss his moment to come on. It's a free kick to Chelsea, leading here tonight now by 3-2 and 6-3 on aggregate. So, Malouda, Drogba and Ballack. Lampard nowhere to be seen except he's square at the moment, so he could receive. But Michael Ballack perhaps, or even Drogba to take this one. Chelsea heading for Barcelona. They've met many times, remember. There's been saga between Liverpool and Chelsea in the Champions League, but also a bit of a soap opera over the years between Chelsea and Barcelona. Here it goes. Michael Ballack wide. And now we can have that change.
Probably for Torres.
Well, we have a problem here with the scoreboard. They
can't get it to work.
Just cannot sort himself out here. It's going to be Fernando Torres. An unhappy night for him. Should have scored after 12.5 minutes by his standards. So David Ngog comes on. No Gerrard, and now no Torres. And Liverpool 6-3 behind on aggregate and 3-2 behind on the night. But they've contributed, though. It's no consolation to them at all, Graham. But they have played their part in what's been a fantastic night.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the two games themselves, you're quite right to say the goals. I mean, I was certain that this would be a tight, low-scoring game.
Long ball now by Liverpool, looking for Ngog for the first time, takes it on the chest, never had it under his control. Chelsea slow to clear. Ben Ayoun slips around the challenge, still Ben Ayoun, tucks the ball back into midfield to Lucas. Liverpool have to be quick. Shot from Lucas, charge and goal! Goal for Liverpool. Lucas' snapshot took a deflection.
Yeah. He's taken it early, he's got
and
a deflection.
Liverpool have one back here tonight. So it's now 3-3 on the night, and now it's 6-4 in aggregate. Lucas, edge of the penalty area, not close down, and it went off one of the Chelsea defenders, Essien. And about 10 minutes to go. They've taken the clock away from us here. But Chelsea, well, just under 10 minutes to go. Liverpool still need 2 goals here. But this roller coaster of a quarter-final continues. No Torres, remember, out there now. He's been replaced by Ngog, who was involved in the build-up to that. So the goal has been given to Lucas despite the deflection. It was timed at 81 minutes. And Chelsea have a throw-in down this near side as now Ryan Babel was about to come on. He's just sitting down now. Wonder whether Benitez has changed his mind. So, another unlikely goal scorer in a sense tonight. Throw down the line which didn't even come into Lampard. Poorly delivered by Ivanovic. And it's going to be a Liverpool throw-in. Babel isn't going to come on now. It's still a tall order, though, for Liverpool, Graham.
Well, it is, and it's hard, really, to, comment on this, because basically, who would have thought this here, 2-0, now it's 3-3. I mean, you give credit to both teams.
10 goals in this quarter-final already, as Alex easily heads the ball away, but Alonso picks it up, and now Riera. Riera's going to try and plant something into the far post here. In comes a cross, headed goal by Kout. Dirk Kout was there. Brilliant ball from Riera. Kout leapt in. No challenge from a Chelsea player. And Liverpool now require 1 goal. And there is time. And anything is still possible.
What are we watching? What are we watching, Mike? This is fantastic, really, isn't it? We just don't know where we are. The goals are in. Liverpool right back in the game again. 4-3 to Liverpool. Goodness me. It's almost impossible to commentate on. You just don't know what is going to happen.
Well, maths has never been my strong point, but what I can tell you, and Greeny's nodding, he knows over the years, he knows it's 4-3 to Liverpool tonight and 6-5 to Chelsea on aggregate. How will their nerve stand up, though, now? And will Liverpool regret taking Fernando Torres off? But 1 goal from Liverpool now, and that will send them into the lead here. Benitez has sat down. He's now looking a bit more interested. He's just talking tactics down there, and maybe he is going to send Ryan Babel on. So, we have just over 6 minutes to go. Drogba's header down. Almost an opening there for Frank Lampard. Shot driven in from Drogba is wide. End to end. Babel's getting final instructions. And Chelsea now, it's their turn to hang on. 6-5 they lead on aggregate. Liverpool are 4-3 ahead on the night. That Torres miss early on as well could have made so much difference. Ballack's miss as well for Chelsea in the second half. Ballack with a header back towards his own goal now. Ngog, shot driven in by Lucas, it took a deflection. but it falls kindly once more for Cech in the Chelsea goal.
Well, if there is another goal, that would be 12 goals in 2 games between these two sides.
It's crazy.
It is, isn't
and
it?
It's not over yet. Such is the tension around Stamford Bridge here. And you just wonder now how that's going to grip Chelsea. There's a Liverpool injury. And believe me, if Skirtle's gone down, he must be injured, because it's not in his interest at all for this game now to stop. As Ryan Babel waits to come on for Liverpool. He's going to come on for Benayoun, is he? Benayoun's certainly getting some words here from Rafa Benitez. Maybe he's going to stay on. Skirtle's okay. The game will restart with a bounce of the ball, which Drogba, well, gives back to Liverpool. It's going to be a goal kick, and now here comes the final change. And coming off is Arbeloa, the right back. Benayoun maybe is going to go to right back. Babel comes on. So Benitez has to go for it. Remember, 1 goal from Liverpool now will give them the advantage.
Definitely, yeah. They're all working it all out. Everybody's looking at it as well. It's the changes that have been made as well. I'm just looking at it, just going to 3 at the back.
Well, if you're just joining us on 5 Live, you haven't missed much. Liverpool lead 4-3 tonight. Chelsea are 6-5 ahead on aggregate. Liverpool have to be careful not to push too far forward. Skirtle was there in the nick of time before Drogba could pounce. Now a long one from Alonso. And Liverpool pour forward. Great defensive clearance by Ivanovic. Otherwise, Benayoun could have been in there. So Liverpool have brought Babel on. Babel's on, Ungog's on, but Chelsea have the ball, and it's given from Malouda. Long one forward. Reina comes right out of his penalty area, manages to get a foot on the ball. Riera, who did really well for that Kaut goal, and now Benayoun. Ivanovic just gets the better of him. Both the managers down there on their feet as Liverpool now have to tidy up. Aurelio, who scored the first goal of the night here, boxed in against Nicolas Anelka, and it's out of play, and Liverpool have the free kick, and we have under 5 minutes to go, but there will be at least 3 minutes of added time here. So effectively, we've got another 8 minutes of this quarter-final. 8 minutes for Liverpool to get a goal from somewhere. Although, of course, 1 more from Chelsea, and that should be enough. We'd written off Liverpool when Lampard had scored that latest Chelsea goal. Now Lucas. Lucas, too short with the pass to Babel. Ashley Cole's knocked it away. Malouda's chasing down that left-hand side, and Malouda's got there ahead of all the Liverpool defenders. Plenty of Chelsea players waiting. The ball is into Lampard in the penalty area. Lampard's shot is charged down for a corner.
Well, here we come again. And Liverpool have gone to just the 3 at the back, with Carragher going out, Skirtle and Aurelio as the back 3 people. But they're going to have to get hold of this ball to make that formation play. And at the present time, Chelsea have come back at them again and just won a corner.
The scoreline here at Stamford Bridge is Chelsea 3, Liverpool 4. It's 6-5 to Chelsea. Remember, Chelsea conceded 3 here late on against Bolton at the weekend. The whistle's gone again, and this time Liverpool have the free kick, and they're desperate to take it, and they have taken it. And it's Ryan Babel charging forward. Babel now crosses the halfway line. He's got 3 red shirts ahead of him. Still no challenge from a Chelsea player. Babel allowed to run a long way with the ball. Now Riera. Riera, 25 yards away, shot, takes a bubble, goes off a defender. Liverpool have a throw in near side, attacking the end where their fans are as well, behind Petr Cech's goal. Kaut in the penalty area. Ungog there as well. Babel's over at the far post. Throw-in taken by Aurelio. Into Ungog. Ungog against Ivanovic. And Liverpool fans appealing for a corner, and it's not given. It's a goal kick to Chelsea.
It's interesting, Chelsea now trying to slow it all down, waste as much time as possible. But I mean, it's so hard to even describe the sort of 2 legs, really. But this particular game, if you try to pass a comment on it and you've made one observation, you can guarantee almost certainly that it would have gone the other way to what you've said.
Eventually the clearance from Cech. Drogba against Lucas. Lucas back header goes out of play for a throw into Chelsea. And they'll take as much time as they can down this near side. The clock showing nearly 88 minutes gone in the game. And we'll have at least 3 minutes, I would think, of added time. Throw into Chelsea. The referee being urged to watch the amount of time wasting as the Chelsea throw is taken. Drogba gets in first ahead of Riera. Anelka takes over. Anelka tucks it back. Shot from Lampard. Goes in off the post. And Lampard now has done the trick here for Chelsea. Lampard with a right footer in off the post. Restores Chelsea's lead. And it will be Chelsea against Barcelona for sure.
You're absolutely certain about that? I don't know what to say, but I'm going to agree with you here. I think it is now all over. Lovely movement there by Chelsea. You know, to be fair to the Liverpool lads, they put their 3 at the back with good move. Typical Frank Lampard finish. Puts Chelsea into the semi-finals against Barcelona. And I'm saying that with as much confidence as I dare say.
Well, in the semi-final last year at that end, there was much emotion when Frank Lampard took that penalty. Remember playing shortly after his mother had died to put Chelsea into the final against Manchester United. Another big moment for the captain of the night. Lampard's now scored 2. Liverpool now still require 2. The ball with Riera. Straight down the field they go, Liverpool. Riera lays the ball off to Aurelio, and it comes to the far post. Czech's made a horrible flab at it, driven in by Ungog, cleared off the line by Michael Essien, close to using his hands as well. Goodness me, no appeals from any of the Liverpool players, but that was so near to being another Liverpool goal.
Great save by Essien. He's got his chest on it. Undoubtedly the referee would have seen that it had been anything else. No, it's his head. I think he's knocked it away with his head.
Right.
Goodness.
It's 4-4 tonight, and it's 7-5 in aggregate, which means we've had 12 goals in what was supposed to be a turgid quarter-final between Liverpool and Chelsea. Porto and Manchester United and Arsenal and Villarreal to come tomorrow night, and they're going to have to go some to match this. Really, until Lampard scored that second goal of his tonight, 3 minutes of added time, this was completely in doubt. But now surely Lampard has put this game beyond Liverpool and Rafa Benitez. Long ball downfield from Carragher. In goes Alex, he's lost the ball. Benayoun will battle with Ivanovic. Ivanovic thinks about the back pass, and Czech clears. Gets a good foot on the ball this time. Skirtle goes in, and the referee's penalised his challenge on Didier Drogba, who of course will make as much as he possibly can over it. And it's a free kick inside the centre circle to Chelsea, and we're playing added time.
You know, I always think it's difficult for centre-backs. They have to win the ball, they're coming in. And if the centre-forwards are prepared to put their bodies in the way of you, as Drogba is there, he's a big, strong man, they can win free kicks off you for fun. And I think that's what's happened there.
Drogba, and guess what, he's okay. And he tries a shot, and it's clipped away, and it's going to be a goal kick. For both of these teams. Now, their next opposition is going to be Arsenal. Chelsea play Arsenal on Saturday at tea time, 5:15 in the FA Cup at Wembley. You'll hear that. And then next Tuesday, Liverpool's next match is against Arsenal in the Premier League. And Didier Drogba's got cramp or something. And the game will stop. And how do you see Chelsea, Graham, without Ashley Cole against Messi?
I think it's going to be very, very difficult for them. I think, you know, it depends who he brings in. Lose a lot of balance, a lot of shape, unless he is another naturally left-footed player that he brings in there. But
whoever plays there is going to be out of position, though, aren't they?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they have another left-back. I'm not aware of them having, you know, somebody that they can come in and play there as a left-back. So it's going to be very difficult for them.
Well, it may be that somebody like Belletti perhaps will have to, former Barcelona player. Di Santo, the youngster's coming on. Drogba, long ball downfield. I'm sure that Drogba wants to come back on again. He doesn't want to miss a moment. Riera now for Liverpool. Riera up against Michael Ballack near side the field. The flags are flying now from the home fans. It's been a real hard graft here tonight for Chelsea to finally put this game beyond Liverpool. It's 4-4 tonight. 2-goal advantage now for Chelsea. Diving header away at the near post by Ivanovic. It's a Liverpool corner, but they only have 30 seconds of added time to go here. One more moment maybe of consolation for them here as they contemplate trying to overhaul Manchester United in the Premier League. In comes a corner kick for Liverpool, headed away, unchallenged by Alex. Big moment for him in the game, Alex. Long one forward from Aurelio, misplaced pass from Liverpool. That will be that. We've now played the 3 minutes of added time. Di Santo may get on, but he may not get a touch. Gus Hiddink winding down the clock here. Remarkable quarter-final, this one. Liverpool, remember, in the first game, going in front through Torres at Anfield. Chelsea then outclassing Liverpool on the night. They could have won by more than the 3-1. Here tonight, though, in the first half, all turned on its head. Chelsea lead 2-0 at half-time after an early miss from Torres. Chelsea get it back to 2-2. And then it just went crazy after that until Lampard, in the end, the captain in the absence of John Terry, showed them the way home.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, all coming back into this. I mean, it's been so hard to follow, really, all of the time. I mean, give credit to the two teams. But you know, Mike, we all talk about tactics, don't we?
And that's it. That's it. There's the final whistle. And Chelsea embrace each other. But imagine the scenes out there now with the two, Jamie Carragher and Michael Ballack having a hug. Great respect between these two sides right from the first seconds of the game at Anfield last week. Remarkable, really. We've had 12 goals over the 3 hours of football. One we'll remember in years to come, but it's Chelsea who will go through to play Barcelona in the semi-final. 2 weeks tonight they'll be in the Nou Camp, but without Ashley Cole. They do have the advantage of being at home in the second leg, but that could be a very big miss, being without Ashley Cole against possibly the best player in the world at the moment, Lionel Messi. But as the Liverpool players go to their fans, it has been an incredible night.